Now that you guys have gone down the basics of using Facebook to promote your personal brand, I wanted to show you how to use Twitter. So Twitter is considered a microblogging platform and you only get 140 characters per tweet. So you really kind of have to learn how to make the most of them. You also get a short bio section, which I would highly encourage you to spend, tagging companies that you've worked for or kind of using hashtags that correlate to the industry in which you're trying to get work in. Or if you're applying to a college, it's a good way to stand out and show that you match the type of student that they're looking for. So for example, here I have my job title. It's linked to the company I work at. I'm a grad student at Quinnipiac. It's linked there. And then it also shows kind of my background, so you kind of get a sense of who I am, where I'm going, and what I've done in the past. And there's also a link to my website, so people who want to learn more about me can follow up with me on my website. You also have an opportunity again to have a picture. If you want to use a more professional shot, you can, but a simple headshot is fine because the thumbnail is so small. So you just want to make sure that it's a clear image of your face, and that you look smiling and happy and upbeat and professional, and it doesn't look too like wild and crazy and artsy. Um, so then you want to go, you also have the opportunity to have a cover image. I just have a black one, but if you have, more graphic knowledge, you can take the time and really design both a background image, instead of the blue cloud, and the background here. You can really kind of spruce up your page any way you see fit to kind of reflect your personality more. And if you have, the time and the skills, I would highly encourage you to follow up with that. So next I want to show you, if you don't know how to use Twitter, basically everyone you follow comes into kind of this newsfeed type thing. So you see, I follow all these people, so you see like whenever they tweet an update, it comes directly to me, so I can kind of at a glance see, what's going on with the people whom I follow or the people in my network. So if you're trying to get in on a specific industry, so for example, if I'm trying to look up social media content, I can just do a quick search, and anyone who's mentioned social media or done hashtag social media or any company associated with social media will come up in a search. So Hootsuite is a platform. I'm sure if you've never heard of it, it's a great platform that you can use Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or actually, excuse me, Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus, and I believe a few other accounts. And it kind of is a great way to give you analytics, and it's a good platform. So if obviously they're in my industry, they're industry leaders, so I want to follow them. So when they post updates, I get them. You can also see people who are talking about social media. So if someone's talking about something or they're asking a question and they're posing it to their network, even though I'm not in their network, I can still answer the question and hopefully gain a follower in the process. You can also see popular hashtags. Social Media Examiner is a industry blog, so I can follow the blog just by clicking. And if I want Social Media Examiner to follow me, I know this Social Media Marketing World 2014 was an event they just held, so they have their own hashtag. So if I was at the event, or if I wanted to be a part of the event, or if I had questions about the event, I could just use the hashtag, and then they would have a conversation with me, which is a great way to show your followers, just at a glance, that I'm not only interested in social media, but I'm interacting with industry leaders in social media. So that says I'm a go-getter, it says that I care about keeping up to date with trends, and it says that I'm savvy enough that I know how to use Twitter to its full potential. So again, you can just see, these are the people who are talking about social media. And then here again, Hootsuite has asked a question, and if I want to reply, it says, if asked, how could you properly explain social networks to someone who's new to social media? So I can do a direct reply and say this is what I would say. I could retweet it, I could favorite it, I could share it, embed it. If I was writing my own blog, I could embed this exact image in as a picture and then put it in my blog. That way I could show, it's almost like a research article where in the blog content, and then I can reference, this specific tweet from Hootsuite. So again, if you have a blog, it's great to use Hootsuite, it's great to use Twitter to push out the blog to your followers, because then they're going to start relying on the content that you're sharing, and then they're going to want to share it with their followers. The key is to make the content valuable, shareable, and informative. So you want to build like a really strong base so that people will want to share your content and look to you as an industry leader. So if you are interested, however, in sports like hockey, you can just do a search of hockey and see, the National Hockey League, commentators. You can see pictures. These are hockey players. I would assume. I'm sorry, I don't know hockey very well. So if hockey is important to you and you want to follow hockey teams, I would just advise you that you follow only the verified accounts. You know it's a verified account because there's a little blue checkbox next to it. That way you know for a fact that regardless of what other fans are saying on Facebook, all the content being pushed out from at NHL is accurate, and it's representative of the NHL, and you're not going to get in trouble for retweeting things that they have tweeted. So again, just make sure when you're following companies, even if it's for personal, you should try to follow only verified brands. Again, like with Discover, on the Discover tab, you can just see like what's popular right now. And see, it says, popular articles that are happening right now, what people in your network are following recently or retweeting, and it lets you really, kind of interact with the content in an immediate way. So Twitter is a great resource, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. Again, just be sure that the content you're sharing out is representative of who you are and where you want to go. It can be really easy just to tweet out like, hey, I'm at the mall, or hey, I'm going to the gym, and that's fine if you're just thinking in the immediate. But if you think a little bit more long term, sometimes your tweets taken out of context don't really represent who you are. So just be thoughtful about what you're tweeting and have fun with it.